Hi, welcome to Math Factor. Today, we're going to dive into factoring trinomials where a is equal to 1. Whether you're just starting out or need a quick refresher, this video will walk you through that process step by step. So let's get started. First, let's quickly review what trinomial is. A trinomial is a polynomial with three terms. For example, consider this given trinomial ax squared plus bx plus c. Here, a, b are coefficients, and these x are the variables. Now, our goal is to factor this trinomial into the product of two binomials. Or in other words, we're looking for two expressions that, when multiplied together, will give us the original trinomial. Let's have an example. In our first given, we have x squared plus 5x plus 6. The first thing to do is to find or think of the factors of 6 that if we're going to add it, the sum would be the middle term. So let's say, we just write it here for the factors of 6. Let's say we have 3 times 2. Okay, so if we're going to add these factors, 3 plus 2, this gives us 5 as its sum. And it matches our middle term. So meaning, the factors that we're looking are 3 and 2. So let me just write it as x plus 3 and x plus 2. So these are our factors of this given trinomial. Another given, we have x squared plus 7x plus 12. Again, we need to look for the factors of the last term that if we're going to multiply the two factors, the sum would be the middle term. So let's try. For the factors of 12, it can be expressed as 6 times 2. And if we're going to add these two factors, 6 plus 2, it will give us 8. And 8 didn't match our middle term. So we need to look for another factors. Okay, so another factors, let's say we have 4 times 3. Okay, so if we're going to add these two factors, 4 plus 3, the sum would be 7. And since these factors matches our middle term, therefore, the factors of this given trinomial would be x plus 4 and x plus 3. Next given, we have your x squared plus 3x minus 10. So let's list down the factors of negative 10 here. Right, so negative 10 can be expressed as 5 times 2. So we are expecting a positive sum because the middle term is positive. So since this is negative 10, the factors should be a 1 positive and a negative. So here, I'm gonna write the positive 1 here in number 5 and negative 4, 2. If we're going to add this, positive 5 plus negative 2, since they have a different sign, we're going to subtract it. Okay, 5 minus 2 is 3. And get the sign of the bigger number, which is this 5, which is positive. So the sum is positive 3. And as you can see, it matches our middle term. So meaning, the factors would be x plus 5 and x minus 2. Alright, for the last example, we have this x squared minus x minus 20. Let's look for the factors of 20 that if we're going to add it, or the factors, the sum would be negative 1. Okay, so we have, let's say, 5 times 4. And since we have negative 20, the factors must be in different signs. So 1 positive and 1 negative. And since we are expecting a -1 for our middle term, the negative sign should be placed in the higher factor, which is this one. Okay? So if you're going to add this -5 plus 4, the answer would be, they're in different sign. That's why we're gonna subtract it. 5 minus 4 is 1. And then copy the sign of the bigger number, which is this one, which is negative. Right? So since it matches this middle term, then the factors are x minus 5 and x plus 4. And there you have it. Alright, so now it is your turn. Factor the following given completely. You may pause this video and resume to check your answers. So here are the answers. Great job if you got the correct answers. Factor in trinomials may seem tricky at first, but with practice, it becomes second nature. Thanks for watching and be sure to check out our other videos for more math tips and tricks. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new tutorial. See you on our next episode. Bye!